Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Second down and 8. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Chubb on the read option. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Strong running at the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Gibson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Not much there, only a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Javonte Williams. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
A run for Nick Chubb. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Browns' 1st down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler, and that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 70 Rangers. Mike 6. Hey, check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Dexter Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, Larson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Larson. He'll buy some time right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Larson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Larson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth and a very critical drive upcoming. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Back to throw. Larson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They run. Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Larson rolling to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Larson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go with the keeper. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McLaughlin for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 31-31.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On the option to give to Williams here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
2nd and 8 coming up. Off the option, here's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.